Hi everyone, this is module number 124 for the subject of SHRM. Um, this is the second last module of this chapter, that is organizational learning and development. There are many factors in the organization that facilitate organizational learning, and there are many factors in an organization that are barriers to individual, group, and organizational learning. In this module and the next module, we will talk about the types of learning and the barriers and facilitators. So, the barriers and facilitators of workplace learning. So, for example, one type of workplace learning is integrated with work and daily routines. Some people they are working in a daily routine, whatsoever you are doing, and you learn from it. What are the barriers to learn something from your daily routines? What are the barriers to learn something from your job on a daily basis? Why people simply don't learn? Why organizations need to intervene and offer you the training and development to learn something? What are the barriers to that integrated learning which emerge out of your work and practice every day? So the time constants, people come to work, they keep on repeating their job doing, and there is a time constant, they finish their work and they don't have an opportunity to reflect upon it. I hope you people remember that we talked about the different types of learning in terms of personalities. Reflection is an important part of learning. Unless you do not reflect upon what you have just done or what you have done today, in my opinion, the learning may not go on or the learning may not happen. First thing first, you need to reflect upon what you have recently done, how you have made something, how you have cooked something, how you were driving, how you were manufacturing, how you were talking to someone, how you were communicating to someone, how you were teaching, how you were learning. You reflect upon how you were learning. Let's say, for example, you are watching these videos to learn something or to prepare for your exams or to develop yourself. Reflect upon the way you have seen these videos every time. What can be done differently? So, time constants, you finish it and you keep on going. You time constants is one thing which is a barrier and to learning. So, lack of access to challenging work. So, routine work may not be a challenge in it. Lack of access to learning resources and computers. In a workplace setting, you might not have access to those things which can help you to learn. Lack of expert guidance because you go to your work or you are watching a video, there may not be an expert who can tell you this is what you should do and so on. So these are the examples or some examples of barriers to learning. Also includes low motivation, lack of management commitment, poor learning climate. At workplace, there is no climate that actually motivates you to learn. The climate of an organization is important. How do you people see something happening in an organization? And lack of incentives. Might be you think about why should I learn? What will I get out of that? There may not be anything of interesting to you. So facilitators give the power to people to make decisions, developing an appropriate learning climate, and line managers' commitment to facilitate people, and presence of informal coaches. These might be some facilitators that can help learning at the workplace. The second type of learning is responding to internal or external triggers. One is integrating at workplace, the characteristics of learning at workplace. The another characteristics of learning at workplace is responding to internal or external triggers. Something is as a trigger that make you think about something. What are the barriers when there are some triggers? What snub those barriers? So poor understanding of learning, you don't know what to learn, how to learn. Silo mentality or a cynical attitude. Silo mentality is when you are following the status quo. Nobody else is learning. Why should I learn? What I will get out of it? Oh, there is no value organization puts on this type of learning. There's a silo mentality where advancing your career or learning is not important to you. Perceptions that there is too much to learn. One cannot learn that much, or how much somebody can learn. It's a large and a vast amount of learning, so you give up. So these are the barriers when something triggers, but you do not. So facilitators and non-routine surprises as triggers of reflective learning. Disjuncture, which is when an individual is not sure how to act, and educating line managers and employees to recognize these triggers is important. So something can be done to ensure that people continue to learn from their work environment. Thank you.